Western Sydney Wanderers 2, Macarthur Bulls 3. I'm here with Sean. Sean, mate, let's kick it off. Thoughts on the game?
Thoughts on the game? I came here, I looked at the lineup, and I sort of expected the first half to be what it was. A bit of nerves, opportunities for people, and then we went inside and come back out the second half, and there was a few changes, bit of adjustment went on. And a bit more determination, but the first half, man, I seen an energy when we were attacking, and we were and the energy that was there from the players to get to where the ball was, or to get into the space, or to make a run. You know, where that disappoints me is that when we have like the goal, the throw in, right? Where's that same energy to come back behind the ball?
I think he had to drop him a lot earlier. I think he had to,
at the moment, yellow.
Yeah, give away the yellow out near the sideline, away from danger.
Yeah, you know, and I think he corrected that in the second half, and well, we corrected the second half, but we got ripped off because that wasn't a goal scoring opportunity, right? It wasn't, you know.
He was definitely last man though.
Last man, but it wasn't. You know, the keeper has still got a role to play in that situation. Yeah, the keeper's going to come out of the box. Yeah. You know, but. I can't. The referees, right? Girls, thanks for coming and doing a great job. I'm going to go back on to one of my favourites, right? Why does it take 94 minutes to get a yellow card out of the pocket for delaying the restart of play?
Mate, he started doing that at the end of the first half.
Yeah, and that's why we come here. We come here to watch football. But, you know, I went up to Oscar Priestman after the game while he was signing a few autographs to the kids. And Oscar, man, the role is at your feet. I love that you didn't cop a card this game. Your discipline was great, and second half we had to make those changes. People had to drop back, and we rotated and we played football better. We kept it on the grass, you know. There was a smoke paper in that game today. Old tally-ho, mate. It was close. You know?
I actually think we played well. I know people are disappointed with the result, but I actually thought we played well. We looked like a team that could score.
We played better when we went to 10, right? And we took the game to Macarthur, right? Now, I don't care if we leak a few in, right? But, man, so you look at the stats, right, from today. The stats from today were something like us 20 shots. We had 9 corners to 2, right? So we're the team going forward, you know.
We just weren't clinical enough.
Yeah, but at times there, we got one man going up for the ball and there's 3 opposition around him, you know. So it's a bit hard for him to get an accurate, you know, possession of the ball, you know. But I can't, you know, the guys we're building, you know, it's round 12 of 29.
Still early days.
You know, and today I actually turned up here and I walked from the car park and I had a bounce in my step, you know, and I think a lot of people did have a bounce in their step. And, you know, it's just, we come here for the football, you know, we come here, win, lose or draw, they're our team, that's our crest. Let's go, you know, and I think there's a lot of learning going on as well. You know, I'll go back to Matter. You know, there was I was trying to work out what our formation was in the first half because we had no one out there on that right side.
Yeah, I think it was like a 4-2-2-2 type thing.
but we were more stacked to the left. Yeah, and everything was down the left, and you know, that's where poor old Jack got caught out. You know, and that's where my urgency comes back. You know, first defender, second defender, right? If Jack got showing the guy the line, who's there backing Jack up, right? Yep. You know, because if that guy cuts in, and it was exactly the same move. I'll compare those two things, right? So that goal versus Borello's, right, where Borello did exactly the same thing to cut it back in, right? There was 2 Macarthur players on the inside.
Yep, exactly.
At you know, with the 15th of the game to go, you know.
A lot more experienced defenders, mind you.
Oh yeah, and but the talk. Who's our talker? Who's our organiser? You know, that's our other thing.
It might be Milos Degenek from all reports. You never know.
Could be, but I'm more looking at you know, we had the Neuenhoff style player, we had the Ninkovic style player. You know, we had that player that can, you know, is that the role that Matter's going to play, right? We really didn't have those guys getting involved in the hard tackles and all the hard stuff, yeah.
That's why we missed Shakluna a little bit today.
A little bit, yeah, but. You know who I thought he was given the opportunity? Priestman. I think he took one step into that role. Because Cicluna's out, right, and every player that takes the park is got to step up now. And who's going to...
Next man in.
Not replace Cicluna, but play their role at the level that Cicluna was, you know. And I think overall, mate, we're going all right. There's a bit of harmony there.
Yeah, I think, look, I think you're right, because you mentioned the bounce in your step and all that kind of stuff, and I truly believe that if this was a Wanderers side of the last couple of seasons, the crowd wouldn't have been so into the game thinking that we could actually come back.
Yeah.
But the spirit is there, you can feel it in the stadium, that regardless if we're down by 2 goals, we're still going for it, and I think that's something that's positive, and I think as fans we need to acknowledge.
I think a bloke in a movie, Daryl was his name, might have said it's about the vibe.
The vibe.
The vibe.
The vibe.
And the vibe. It's about the vibe.
Mate, look, I think... Tell him he's dreaming. I think the vibe was absolutely amazing. I'm very encouraged by the fact that we've got a decent crowd out here today on New Year's Day. I think there was a lot of noise from the RBB and the rest of the crowd. I've got to give credit to the boys. I didn't see them give up. I think that's a big one.
No, that's what I'm talking about as well, about the give up, you know.
Yeah.
There's still opportunities. It's never over till it's over.
And like you said, we're only around 12 of 29. So, boys, we're going to be backing you. We want to see everybody down in Melbourne. RBB Tour of Duty. Guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Sean, thanks for your time.
Fuck the victory. Fuck the victory.
Fuck the victory.